right, we are going to start working on these shells, which are kind of representative of Ariel's shell bra. I love this particular section of the blanket. I think it looks elegant, and it's a big challenge. And if you can get it down, you're going to feel like a champion. All right, so literally pick any double crochet you want and pull your yarn through so that you've got basically a slip stitch in place. And we're going to chain one right there. We are going to single crochet in this same space. This is us basically just joining the purple to the gold medallion, because if you've looked at the center, there's large gaps in it, and it's just held together by like a tendril, I guess. And that's because we're just going to put strategic single crochets in 4 spots around the outside of this medallion, and we're going to connect it with single crochet chains. I'm sorry, just slip stitch chains. We're going to connect it with chains. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, you need to chain 19 along with me now. So we're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now, we are going to skip 9. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And in the next one, we're going to single crochet. So this would be the 10th stitch. Now we're going to chain 19 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Once again, we're going to skip 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are going to go into the 10th stitch. All right, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And we're going to skip the 9 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Single crochet into that 10th stitch. And the last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And we're going to skip the last 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's already in here. So we're just going to slip our hook into that first single crochet and join with a slip stitch. We've got the beginnings of our corners. To get started on creating the shells, first thing we're going to do is slip stitch into 10 chains, and now you can't go around it and slip stitch. It's not going to work. You have to go in it. So you can choose to go through the top 2. You can choose to just grab 1, however you want to do it. I like to go through 2. I think it makes the work neater. It's a little bit more work to do just because you've got to get through there. And hopefully you didn't chain very tightly. So we have 2. Three, okay, we're going to stop here. I'm gonna just check and make sure I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chains remaining. Okay, so we're on point. We're gonna chain 1, and in this same chain that we stopped at, we are going to do a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. We're going to create our first corner. Single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and back in that same stitch, we're going to single crochet. Now, moving forward, we're no longer going to slip stitch because we're going to start creating a foundation row. We are going to single crochet in the next 9 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, then we're going to single crochet into that single crochet, and we're going to single crochet into another 9 chains, which starts right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now I'm going to do a corner or a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the next chain. Single, 1, 2, 3, and in the same stitch, a single. We have created our second corner. See how we're starting to make flat spots around the outside? This is where we're actually going to be working our shell. All right, so I'm going to continue to repeat what we just did. Single crochet 9, single crochet in the single crochet in 9, corner. I'll meet you back over here and we'll finish up this last piece together. All right, as you can see, we've got our square going here. And I did end over here where we began our initial row. Now what we're going to do is single crochet in the last 9 chains. Now when you chained and then slip stitch into it, sometimes it can get a little bit snug. I'm going to pull it up closer to the camera so you can see. It's kind of tight in there. So we're going to be utilizing this portion of our crochet hook. There's a reason that bad boy's there. And it's so that you can get your hook into places that you might not be able to get the little rounded tip into. So I'm going in the tops of my slip stitch and chain area. It creates like a dual loop there. I'm on 3. But that just does not want to go in there, does it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're going to slip stitch with our first single crochet from the corner, from the very first corner. And we're going to take a second and we're going to go, whew, thank goodness that's over. All right, we're starting round 6 of the brassiere and shell section of the pattern. First thing it tells us to do is slip stitch to the corner. And then we're going to chain 1. We'll single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet into the corner space, like so. The next thing it tells us to do is to single crochet into 2 spaces. So we go 1, 2. In the squiggly brackets, it's now telling us to chain 2, skip 2, single crochet in the next one, a total of 2 times. Anytime you find anything in brackets, that usually means that it's going to be a repeat of a particular set of stitches for a given number of times. It's just the different kinds of brackets that are available that you'll see, and especially in my Afghan patterns. So let's just go ahead and do this one. This is chain 2, skip 2, single crochet in the next, chain 2, skip 2, single crochet into the next. All right, so we've done that 2 times. That means we've fulfilled all of the information within the brackets. The instructions coming after that says to chain 2 and to skip 2. All right, and now there is another set of brackets that comes right after that. It says double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the next. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So since the last instructions right before the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet says chain 2, skip 2, this is the next stitch that we're going to actually put any stitches into. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in that stitch. Now the instructions say repeat star to star once. If you go back in this one line, you will see that the bracketed information comes between 2 stars. So we're going to start at the beginning of the information. You always go left to right. So we're going to take the bracket information. We're going to do that again. All right. So we're going to chain 2. We're going to skip 2, and then we'll single crochet in the next. So that's chain 2, skip 2, single crochet in the next. Chain 2, skip 2, single crochet in the next. And then remember it says chain 2 and skip 2. All right, so now that we have completed the star to star information 1 time, we're going to go now where it says single crochet in the last 2 stitches. So we chain 2, skipped 2, there's only 2 stitches left of this row. We're going to single crochet into them. All right, and now the instructions in the pattern are going to start over. Every time you get to that squared off bracket at the end, that means you go all the way back to the other squared off bracket where your row began, which is at the corner space. And it says to single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the corner. So that's what we're going to do. And then you just complete the same set of instructions going across each side of this row. Every time that you hit one end. So think of these as brackets, the little squared brackets. Everything that happens within the squared brackets happens to one side at a time, all right? So you keep going. I'll meet you on this other side over here, and we'll complete this round together. All right, I've made it all the way around my square. I am to the last, chain 2, skip 2. I'm going to single crochet into my last 2 single crochets, and I'm going to join with the first single crochet from my row. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Okay, it's starting. All right, we are ready to start round 7, and it says to slip stitch to the corner. So we're going to slip stitch in the corner, chain 1, then we're going to single crochet, chain 3, 2, 3, and single crochet. Now following the directions, it then says to single crochet into 3. So 1, 2, 3. All right, we've come up against another set of brackets. These are squiggle brackets. That's what I call them. And we're going to do those 2 times. So we're going to chain 2, we're going to skip a chain space and single crochet in the next single crochet 2 times. So let's start with our chain 2, skip a chain space, single crochet into the next single crochet, chain 2, skip the chain space, single crochet into the next single crochet. All right, we've completed that bracket. Right after that, it says skip the next chain space. This is the chain space it's referring to. We're going to 7 double crochet into the chain 1 space from the row before. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, so after the 7 double crochet in the chain 1 space, it says to skip the next chain space. That's referring to this one here. Single crochet and single crochet. That's this single crochet here. Now we're up against some squiggle brackets again. It's going to be the same repeat from before. It's chain 2, skip a chain space, single crochet in the next single crochet, chain 2, skip space, and single crochet in the next single crochet. It finishes up the square brackets by saying single crochet in the last 2 single crochet. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So remember yesterday we talked about, or not yesterday, but the last section we talked about, okay, so the last section we talked about bracket to bracket. We've just finished one square bracket to the other square bracket. We are now going to go back to the beginning of the left bracket where it says single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the corner, and start that row over. Single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the corner. Okay, and following the directions again, we're going to single crochet in 3, 2, 3. We're going to chain 2. We're going to skip a chain space, single crochet in the next, chain 2, skip, and single crochet in the next. We're going to skip this all together, and we're going to 7 double crochet in the chain 1 space. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're skipping the next chain space, so that's that one right there. Single crochet in the next single crochet, chain 2, skip, single crochet in the next single crochet, chain 2, skip, single crochet, and finish out your bracket with the last 2 single crochet. All right, now I'm going to let you do the last 2 sides, this side and this side, by following the brackets, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, we are ready to start round 8. Once again, go ahead and slip stitch into your corner. Chain 1, single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet. Now, in round 8, the next thing to do, it says to single crochet in 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to chain 2. The next thing it says to skip the chain space. So we're going to do that and single crochet in the next single crochet. Now, we're going to totally skip this section here. The next thing that we're going to do is front post treble crochet around the first double crochet of our 7 here in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is my first one here. So this is the one that I'm going to be doing my front post treble crochet around. By front post, it means you are actually going around the post as opposed to going through the top of the stitch itself. A front post treble crochet is you yarn over twice, you go from the front to the back, back to the front, you yarn over and pull through, then you yarn over and pull through 3 times. Now you have just made not only a treble crochet here, but you've done it around the post of the double crochet below. Now we're going to treble crochet in between double crochet number 1 and double crochet number 2. So in this space in between, we are going to yarn over twice. We're going to go in the space between the 2. See, I'm trying to get it where there's good light here. In between those 2, yarn over, pull up, yarn over and pull through 3. So it should look like this one is around the post, this one's in between. Now this is going to be significant because we're going to continue to do this. What we're doing is we're increasing all the way around this shell that we've created. So let's yarn over twice. Now around the very next double crochet, we're going to do a front post treble. Okay. Now between the next 2, just between the stitches, we're doing another treble crochet. Now let's do another front post treble around the next double crochet. Okay, and then treble between. So did you just have so much fun making that row? I love the shells. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the whole blanket. Okay, so we're going to start on round 9 now. We're going to slip stitch to our corner again, chain 1, single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet. All right, so round 9 tells us that we're going to single crochet into 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to front post double crochet. Open up, please. Front post double crochet around our front post treble crochet. So yarn over like a regular double crochet, skipping all of this in between, and front post double crochet, just like a front post treble crochet where you go around the post of the stitch, not into the stitch itself. All right, so we're going to now double crochet between stitches 1 and 2. This is stitch number 1, this is stitch number 2. We're going to double crochet in between them. And now we're going to double crochet between stitches 2 and 3. We're going to front post double crochet around the front post treble crochet. We're going to double crochet between the next 2 and between the next 2. So basically you're only putting front post double crochets around the front post treble crochets. You're not doing it around the ones that are kind of hidden in the background here. These are just our increased stitches. And you'll find that as this goes along, this creates kind of a ribbing pattern on the shell itself. So let's continue on. Front post double around a front post treble. Double in between the next 2. Double in between the next 2. Front post double around the next one. Double in between. Double in between. Front post around front post. Double. Double, front post. Okay, we're going to continue that one more time. Double, double, and front post. So in total, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 total stitches on our fan. Do you see how those front posts are starting to really pull out the ridges on there? I love the texture in these shells. Alrighty, so we're going to skip this chain space again, and we are going to single crochet into the next single crochet, actually the last 5 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, now once again we're going to continue working the same square-ended. Once again, we're going to continue to work the square end brackets, and we're going to go from one end to there, and then from here to here, and then here to here, repeating our instructions so that we end up with 4 identical sides. Look at your pretty square with all your pretty shells and your pretty textures. You should be very proud of yourself. All right, so we are going to start on the very last round for the shells. And this is going to be the round that actually makes all of this pop and stand out on its own. So we're going to chain 1, we're going to turn. We are going to be crocheting into this same stitch. So a lot of times, just so that I don't lose where I'm at, I will go from the back to the front and stick my needle in there or my hook in there so I know exactly which single crochet I want to be in, and then I'll just finish my single crochet when I turn it around. Now we are going to single into the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Four and 5. All right, so we have actually already used the overlap single crochet decrease when we made our medallion in the center. It's going to be exactly the same as that, only we're going to just be doing it over a half round. All right, so starting in the back loops only, once again, and starting in the first stitch of, and even if you need to turn it around and look at it, just to gain a bearing of where you're at. I know where I'm at, but I want to make sure you know where you're at. Okay, so this double crochet, front post double crochet, is going to be the first one that we work into. So when you're looking at it, it's going to be this guy right. Can you see that? Right there. We're going to start our single crochet, decrease like normal. First one is normal. All right, from this point forward, we're overlapping. So go back into the one you just worked and into the next one. We're going to do a total of 18 of these. So we're on number 2. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. That should actually take you right up to the very last front post double crochet from the round before. But this is what it does for us. Look at how pretty it makes that shell. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. And the beautiful thing about this is that we get to keep all of that. That's not going to be covered up or taken away or, you know, made to pop out in a different way than like this one was. We get to keep that pretty edge on our shell. All right, so we are going to finish up this row, single crocheting in the last. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this is where our brackets are going to start. Just because we're just going to repeat basically this section a total of 3 more times. But the brackets start with a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. Okay, now you're going to continue to work on the wrong side of your work here, doing 6, your 18 overlap single crochet decreases, and 6. Do that 3 more times, and I'll meet you at the end of the square. I have come to the very end. I've done my very last single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in my last corner. I'm going to slip stitch to the first single crochet that we did in this row. I am going to go ahead and cut this yarn because we are all done with the purple, or whatever brassiere color you're choosing. And you can lay out your square, admire your handiwork, see how pretty your shells are. Great job. Okay, so go get your lime green or whatever color you're going to use for the next section, which is Ariel's fins, and I'll see you back here.